Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru.
ਹੋਵੇ ਸਿਫਤ ਖਸਮ ਦੀ, ਨੂਰ ਅਰਸ਼ ਹੋਂ ਕੁਰਸ ਹੋਂ ਝਟੀਐ। ਤੁਧ ਡਿਠੈ ਸੱਚੇ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ, ਮਲ ਜਨਮ ਜਨਮ ਦੀ ਕੱਟੀਐ। ਸੋ ਕਹੋ ਟਲ ਗੁਰ ਸੇਵੀਐ, ਅਹਨਿਸ ਸਹਜ ਸੁਭਾਏ। ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਪਰਸਿਐ ਗੁਰੂ ਕੈ, ਜਨਮ ਮਰਨ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਪਰਸਿਐ ਗੁਰੂ ਕੈ, ਜਨਮ ਮਰਨ ਦੁਖ ਜਾਏ। ਤਲੰਗ ਘਰ ਦੂਜਾ ਮਹੱਲਾ ਪੰਜਵਾ। ਤੁਧ ਬਿਨ ਦੂਜਾ ਨਾਹੀ ਕੋਇ, ਤੂੰ ਕਰਤਾਰ ਕਰਹਿ ਸੋ ਹੋਇ। ਤੁਧ ਬਿਨ ਦੂਜਾ ਨਾਹੀ ਕੋਇ, ਤੂੰ ਕਰਤਾਰ ਕਰਹਿ ਸੋ ਹੋਇ। ਤੇਰਾ ਜੋਰ ਤੇਰੀ ਮਨ ਟੇਕ, ਸਦਾ ਸਦਾ ਜਪ ਨਾਨਕ ਏਕ। ਸਭ ਉਪਰ ਪਾਰ ਬ੍ਰਹਮ ਦਾਤਾਰ, ਤੇਰੀ ਟੇਕ ਤੇਰਾ ਆਧਾਰ ਰਹਾਉ। ਹੈ ਤੂੰ ਹੋਵਨਹਾਰ, ਅਗੰਮ ਅਗਾਧ ਊਚ ਅਪਾਰ। ਜੋ ਤੁਧ ਸੇਵਹਿ ਤਿਨ ਭਾਉ ਦੁਖ ਨਾਹਿ। ਗੁਰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ ਨਾਨਕ ਗੁਣ ਗਾਹੇ, ਜੋ ਦੀਸੈ ਸੋ ਤੇਰਾ ਰੂਪ। ਗੁਣ ਨਿਧਾਨ ਗੋਵਿੰਦ ਅਨੂਪ। ਸਿਮਰ 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 ਜਨ ਸੋਇ, ਨਾਨਕ ਕਰਮ ਪ੍ਰਾਪਤ ਹੋਇ। ਜਿਨ ਜਪਿਆ ਤਿਸ ਕਉ ਬਲਹਾਰ, ਤਿਸ ਕੈ ਸੰਗ ਤਰੈ ਸੰਸਾਰ। ਕਹੋ ਨਾਨਕ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਲੋਚਾ ਪੂਰ, ਸੰਤ ਜਨਾ ਕੇ ਪਾਛੋ ਧੂਰ। ਕਹੋ ਨਾਨਕ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਲੋਚਾ ਪੂਰ, ਸੰਤ ਜਨਾ ਕੇ ਬਾਛੋ ਧੂਰ। ਤਲੰਗ ਘਰ ਦੂਜਾ ਮਹੱਲਾ ਪੰਜਵਾਂ। ਤੁਧ ਬਿਨ ਦੂਜਾ ਨਾਹੀ ਕੋਇ, ਤੂੰ ਕਰਤਾਰ ਕਰਹਿ ਸੋ ਹੋਏ। ਧੰਨ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਸੱਚੇ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਜੀ। ਤਲੰਗ ਰਾਗ ਵਿੱਚ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ have blessed us with this Hukamnaama this morning. Guru Arjan Dev Ji Patsha Ji is talking from that Brahma Avastha and giving us that glimpse of Vaheguru Ji, Sache Patsha Ji being rame hoye, being absorbed and being omnipresent. Guru Arjan Dev Ji obviously is at this avastha at all times. They are that swaroop, they are that form of Akal Purkh Vaheguru Ji. But in this Shabad, Guru Arjan Dev Ji Patsha Ji is giving us a glimpse and trying to awaken us from inside. And Patsha Ji saying that Tudh bin, without you, dooja nahi koi. There is no other. There is no dooja. Meaning that it's our own mind's illusion thinking that there's something other than Vaheguru Ji as well. But Guru Arjan Dev Ji Pacha is saying, the truth is, there is nothing but Vaheguru Ji. They're saying, then they go on to say that Tu Kartar, that you are the creator. Karhe so hoye, whatever is happening is due to you, O Akal Purkh Vaheguru Ji. But just looking at the first Pangti, again Guru Arjan Dev Ji saying that tudh bin doojaa naahee koi, and it's very difficult for us to comprehend this. That there is nothing other than Vaheguru Ji. Even though we start off every day, Gurbani starts off with ek, but still this mind falls into this illusion and thinking there's more than ek. Bhagat Naam Dev Ji's Bhakti. Where does Bhagat Naam Dev Ji's Bhakti start? The father's going to go away for some days. And the father tells Bhagat Naam Dev Ji, their child, their son. They say, son, I'm going to go away for a few days, but make sure you continue the daily ritual, the daily practice that I carry out, and going and giving milk to the Thakur. And Thakur is referring to that idol that they worship. And Bhagat Naam Dev Ji saying, yes, father, of course. I'll do as you say, and I'll go and feed the milk to the Thakur Ji, to the idol. Bhagat Kabir Ji say something amazing. Bhagat Kabir Ji say, Pole pae mile Raghuraya. Bhagat Kabir Ji saying that, how do we emerge back with Akal Purkh Vaheguru Ji? And said, the only way, Bhagat Kabir Ji saying, is Pole pae. You've got to become innocent. You've got to become Pole. Pole pae mile Raghuraya. Bhagat Farid Ji say the same thing. Bhagat Farid Ji saying, Je jana so nandada ta thoda maan kari. Bhagat Farid Ji saying, if I knew that Vaheguru Ji Akal Purkh is like an innocent child, I would have remained in that way. Je jana so nandada ta thoda maan kari. So Bhagat Naam Dev Ji, the father's gone, they come up to this Thakur, they come up to this idol, and Bhagat Naam Dev Ji beautifully bring this milk and present it before Thakur Ji. And Bhagat Naam Dev Ji waits and waits and waits. Bhagat Naam Dev Ji saying, Doodh piyo, Gobind Rai. In their own Bani, they tell us about this. This is, come on Thakur Ji, saying to the idol, Doodh piyo, Gobind Rai. And he says, come on, drink up. And Bhagat Naam Dev Ji waits and waits. And he's saying, my father's going to be really upset if you don't drink this milk. Not realizing that his father just takes the milk there ritually and goes back. And Bhagat Naam Dev Ji says, you can't do this to me. You've got to drink up. You don't understand. My dad's not going to be happy. So that Akal Purkh Vaheguru Ji is looking at Bhagat Naam Dev Ji and he's laughing. And Akal Purkh Vaheguru Ji is saying, Naam Dev, that you're so innocent. I look at you and you make me laugh. And I've got a space for you inside of my heart. And Thakur Ji, Akal Purkh Vaheguru Ji, comes from Nirgun Swarup to Sargun Swarup, takes a form and comes down and drinks that milk. And Bhagat Naam Dev Ji saying, at last. I wonder if he does that with dad as well. Why does he make us wait so long? So he's thinking, all right, thank you, done, sorted, and he's gone. But up until now, Bhagat Naam Dev Ji is seeing that Thakur, that Akal Purkh Vaheguru Ji that is rame hoye, that is absorbed everywhere, that is within this statue, that is within this idol. Such a time came when Bhagat Naam Dev Ji moved away from their own village, and that time came in their life that tudh bin doojaa naahee koi. When that time came for Bhagat Naam Dev Ji, when they bhakti, it changed from Sargun Swarup bhakti to Nirgun Swarup bhakti. That Nirgun aap, Sargun pi ohi. That when Guru Arjan Dev Ji Pacha is saying that Vaheguru Ji is that what we can't see, that Sukham Sarir, that we can't even comprehend with our mind, that we can't capture with our indriya, with our senses. But then that day comes one day. Tudh bin doojaa naahee koi. Again, when Bhagat Naam Dev Ji move out their own village, they carried on this same practice. In the local mandir where they were staying now, they would do the same thing. But now what they would do is, they would go to the local river and they take water from that river. And they take water every day, and they're still doing Sargun Swarup Bhakti. Sargun Swarup Bhakti meaning serving something, a form that you can see physically with your eyes. just like we serve Dhan Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Sache Paatshah Ji. And every day they'd go and get this water to bathe now, the Thakur Ji, to bathe the idol. One day, Bhagat Naam Dev Ji's drishti from inside starts to change. Something starts to open from inside, their mind starts to open. Tudh bin, doojaa naahee koi. They come to this beautifully flowing river, and Bhagat Naam Dev Ji, in that bowl that they would fill water to go and bathe the idol, Bhagat Naam Dev Ji is about to fill this water, and they start staring into the river. Within that river, Bhagat Naam Dev Ji sees a fish swimming. Bhagat Naam Dev Ji just stood still, and they continued looking at that fish. And Bhagat Naam Dev Ji shook his head. He says, "Main kehda ishnan karaun chalna hai?" He said, "Who am I about to go and bathe?" He said, "Vaheguru Ji, oh look, there you are. You're in that fish, and you're bathing already. Who am I going to go and take this water for and go and bathe?" Bhagat Naam Dev Ji reached that avastha one day in his life, that tudh bin doojaa naahee koi. Guru Nanak Dev Ji Sache Paatshah is telling us this every day. They're saying, don't be fooled. Sahas tav nan, nan nan hai tohe ko. He's saying everybody that you see around you, you think that everybody around you is separate to that Vaheguru. Saying, Guru Nanak Dev Ji saying, look again, Sahas tav nan, that Vaheguru Ji has thousands of eyes. Where are those thousands of eyes of Vaheguru Ji? Within everybody. The eyes of everything that Akal Purkh has created, these are the eyes of Vaheguru Ji. It's our mind that thinks that this is separate to Vaheguru. If there is nothing but one, then what we see around us, what is that then? That is that one too. Sahas tav nan. Nan nan hai tohe ko, but he has no eyes. How is that? Because his nirgun sroop, that sroop that we can't get to, that we can't see, that sroop has no eyes. But this is all the form of Vaheguru too. And then Guru Arjan Dev Ji Paatshah is that tu kartar karhe so hoye. Everything is happening within your creative power, O Akal Purkh Vaheguru Ji. And then they're saying that Tera jor, Teri man tek. And what this means is, it's amazing. They're saying Tera jor. Jor means power. Saying, how is it that I'm running? How is it that this mitti, that this dust, because that's all this says, this body is just made up, these 5 elements and this dust. How is it that this body has the power to run? Guru Arjan Dev says, Tera jor, because it's got your jor, it's got your power in it, it's got your shakti in it. Your jot is what makes everything run. Tera jor, teri man tek, and that's why within my mind, because I know that without your jot, I have no power. That's why within my mind, Teri man tek, I take only your asra. I take only your support within my mind, because I know it's your power that runs inside of me. Sada sada jap nanak ek, then why wouldn't I completely focus my mind on that one where all power comes from? Sab upar par brahm datar, that above everyone is that datar, is that giver Vaheguru Ji. I might not be able to see it, but that doesn't mean Vaheguru Ji isn't there. But sometimes what happens, there's something right in front of us and we need it so bad, but we can't see it, but it's right in our feet. We're looking everywhere else and it's right there. Because we can't see it, it's not there for us. And sometimes that's what happens to us in life. Because we can't feel Vaheguru Ji for us, then Vaheguru Ji isn't there. But it doesn't mean Vaheguru Ji is not there. But what we have to do is we have to make Vaheguru Ji pargat for us. We have to let Vaheguru Ji become manifest. Just like Bebe Nanaki Ji did that ardas in Rai Poe Ke Talwandi. That innocence again, Pole Pai Mile Raguraya. Within that innocence, Je Jana So Nandada Ta Thoda Man Kari. That day when Bebe Nanaki came running home and crying to her mother, and she says, Ma, she says, Mere Vede Vech Kyo Ni Veer Khedada. She goes, why doesn't a brother play in my courtyard? I look around, I run around, oh mother, I'm 4 years of age now. All my other friends, they have a brother to play with. I come home and I have nobody. And Mata Ji says, Mata Tirupta Ji says, Kanditi, tu vi mangla ek veer us Akal Purkh to. She says, why don't you ask for a brother as well? And with her beautiful little hands, she put them together and she looked up. And she said, Vaheguru Ji, will you give me a brother? But her ardas was so amazing. Vaheguru Ji was so touched. Vaheguru Ji thought, you know what? I'm going to be your brother. I'm going to come and be your brother. Guru Nanak Dev Ji Sache Paatshah Ji came. Aab Narayan Kalatar. And became the brother of Bebe Nanaki. Sab upar par Brahm Datar. Just like that Bebe Nanaki, we have to let Vaheguru Ji become Pargat in our life. Vaheguru Ji is there, but they're not there for us if we don't feel within our mind that Vaheguru Ji is there. Teri tek tera adar. I have only your support, O Vaheguru Ji. Tera adar. Adar meaning I have faith only in you. As well, adar here can be translated to faith. Rahau. Ha, you do exist. You are present. Ha, tu hai, there is only but you. Tu hovan har, and you will always be. Agam, agad. Vaheguru Ji, I might not understand you. You're so deep. Agad means you're so deep. And agama means you're beyond my physical senses. I can't comprehend, I can't capture you within these senses. I need to go beyond these. So I need to go to a place where say Nanak akhniyan biyan jini desando ma piri. I need to go past these eyes. I need that inner eye. Give me that inner eye, O Sadhguru Ji Sache Paatshah Ji, that I get to the avastha as well, that when I look at these thousands of eyes, I see them to be your eyes. Sahastavanan. That Nanak say akhdiyan biyan jini desando ma piri. Loen loe det, that I'm looking at the world, but this thirst inside still isn't going because I'm not able to see you yet. Gam agad uch apar. That Vaheguru Ji, you are the greatest, apar, meaning that there is no end to you. You are limitless. And we need to attach ourselves to something limitless. Only then will we feel content, because we keep attaching ourselves to something that's got a limit, and that's why we're not finding contentment. We run out of feeling that joy. Why? Because it wasn't real in the first place. We attach ourselves to things within this life, but they all have a limit. We need to attach ourselves to something that's limitless. Jo tudh seb hai, tin bhau dukh naahee. And when we start to serve Vaheguru Ji Akal Purkh, tin bhau dukh naahee, all our pains, the pain of fear will go away, because the pain of fear is so great. The way we serve Akal Purkh Vaheguru Ji is serving Satguru Ji Paatshah Ji. The way we serve Satguru Ji Sache Paatshah Ji is just to follow what our Guru says. Jo Guru kahe, soi pal manu, har har katha nirali. Whatever Guru Sahib Ji says we do, that is serving Guru Sahib Ji. It doesn't mean that I've picked a task to do, and that is serving Akal Purkh, that is serving Satguru Ji. So I picked one task, I'm going to do that. But I'm not going to listen to then the other 10 things you say, but I'm just going to pick one thing I want to do for you. That's not serving Satguru Ji Paatshah Ji. But don't take that negative. Doesn't mean you stop doing that one thing as well. And then Paatshah Ji says that Gur Prasad Nanak Gun Gahe. This says only through the Guru's grace can we truly sing the praises of Akal Purkh Vaheguru Ji. Until we don't get Guru's grace, how do we get Guru's grace? Guru just told us, Jo tudh seb hai. When we start to surrender and say, Satguru Ji, I know that I failed to find this absolute bliss and anand in my life, so I'm going to now give myself to you. Giving myself to you just means I'm going to try my utmost best to understand what you want from me, and I'm going to follow what you say. And that is how we start receiving kirpa, is when we let go. Gur Prasad Nanak Gun Gahe. That's the only true way that we can praise Akal Purkh Vaheguru Ji, is surrendering to Guru Sahib Ji. If we don't surrender to Guru Sahib, we won't be truly able to sing Akal Purkh's praise, because we'll start praising ourselves, like I said yesterday. Jo dise so tera roop. Satguru Ji Paatshah is saying, whatever I see is your form. If there is nothing but you, if there is only one, then even what I see is you as well. Jo dise so tera roop, this is your form too. Gun Nidan Govind Anup, that O Vaheguru Ji, that you are the treasure of virtues. Gun Nidan, and Nidan means treasure. Govind Anup, and O Vaheguru, Govind is another name for Akal Purkh Vaheguru Ji, and you are Anup. You cannot be compared to anyone. You yourself is perfect, O Akal Purkh Vaheguru Ji. With me connecting to you and serving you, I'll have access to that amazing treasure of all the virtues that lie within you, Akal Purkh. That's how do we know that we're actually getting back to our true self? How do we know? Because then the Sargun Sroop of Vaheguru will start working through us. The form of Vaheguru will start working through us. What is the form of Vaheguru? They are. When we get closer to compassion, when we get closer to pity, when we get closer to all of these things inside of us, that's when we know, oh, it's working. What I'm doing, it's working. I'm getting closer. I'm breaking through those barriers, and now my true self has started to come out, because that is my true self. Our true self is compassion. We're not this false character that we have built and we have become. You know how some people say, well, yeah, take me as a, if you don't like what you see, that's your problem, but this is what I am. Okay, I might get angry, but that's me. That's not true. That's not us. That's a false identity that we have built. We are this beautiful, compassionate being. That's our true self. We need to break that wall and let that come through. So Sadhguru Ji Paatshah that Gun Nidhan Govind Anup, and then we can also become like that, become Anup, incomparable as well. Simar, 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 Jan Soe. Then Sadhguru Ji Paatshah is saying that become a Jan, become a servant, and within every action of your life, Simar, 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 3 times Maharaj is saying, with your man, bach and karam, with even when you speak, keep in remembrance Akal Purkh Vaheguru Ji. Whatever you're thinking within your mind, keep Vaheguru Ji there. Within each action, keep Vaheguru Ji there. Simar, 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 Jan Soe, Nanak, Karam Prapat Hoye. The only way we're going to become successful in merging back with Akal Purkh Vaheguru Ji, Prapat, is to have that Prapati. Prapati means to have that success, to be one with Vaheguru Ji, is through Karam, is through the Bakshish, is through the grace of Dhan Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Sache Paatshah Ji. Jin Japya Tis Ko Balhar. Guru Sahib Ji says, those that have truly meditated and given themselves to Akal Purkh Vaheguru Ji, and has started to see the play of Vaheguru Ji, and has started to see the hand of Vaheguru Ji within Akal Purkh Ji's creation. Jin Japya Tis Ko Balhar. Even the word Japya within itself can be expanded on so much. Jin Japya Tis Ko Balhar. Guru Sahib Ji says, I am a sacrifice to that person that meditates on Vaheguru Ji, that focuses on Vaheguru Ji. Tis Ke Sang Tare Sansar. Then Guru Sahib Ji says, those people that are connected now, that are seeing Vaheguru Ji in everything. Guru Sahib Ji says, Tis Ke Sang. When you start to spend time with those people, Tare Sansar, then the world can be saved as well. Meaning, when we are amongst those people that are seeing Vaheguru Ji in all, then we can be saved too, being amongst them. Kaho Nanak, and then Paatshah Ji finish off with an ardas, saying Kaho Nanak, Guru Arjan Dev Ji saying that I am saying, Prabh Locha Pur, that I desire. What do I do? I desire something. Prabh Locha Pur, saying, oh Vaheguru Ji Sache Paatshah Ji, what do I desire? What do I long for? This I long for this. Sant Janaki Bancho Tudh. This says, forever give me the dust of those saints that have started to see Vaheguru Ji like Bhagat Naam Dev Ji did. And I'm sure there's a few of those still today, like Bhagat Naam Dev Ji, that is able to see Vaheguru Ji wherever they see, wherever they look. And Bhagat Naam Dev Ji was one of those Bhagats today who we call a tree hugger. And they say Bhagat Naam Dev Ji was very different to Bhagat Kabir Ji. How Bhagat Kabir Ji would go and challenge Pandits. Bhagat Kabir Ji would go and be, if you read Bhagat Kabir Ji's Bani, they can be very sarcastic as well. But they say Bhagat Naam Dev Ji is very different. Bhagat Naam Dev Ji sometimes you're just hours just standing and staring at a tree and just seeing Vaheguru Ji within a tree. Just for hours just staring at fishes and seeing Vaheguru Ji within fishes. Such was a Bhagat like Bhagat Naam Dev Ji. Maharaj Ji, do kirpa, that inner eye opens for us as well. So aao sare gaj vaj ke bulao fateh, ek nahi par aneka hi galtiyan ho gayi han. Aao bulao fateh. Vaheguru Ji ka khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki fateh.
Vaheguru, Vaheguru.
If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Please donate and help spread Guruji's message. Link is in the description below. Vaheguru Ji ka khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki fateh.
Vaheguru.